I have interesting stories because my friends and I have many differences from ethnicity, race, and 4 different religions. Okay, let me introduce them. This is Fanny. She comes from far away, from Jambi province, and of course, she is Chinese. Oh, by the way, she is a Buddhist. This is Mateus. We often call him Kamemet. You can identify where he really comes from. Look at his big beautiful eyes. Yup, he comes from Manado, and he is a Protestant Christian. It's Jessie. Yup, you should call it Jessie, not Jessie. She is Chinese and Catholic. Oh wait, I almost forgot. Apparently, I have not introduced myself. Hello friends, I'm Roy, and I'm Javanese Sundanese descent, and I'm a Muslim. One time, we were sitting and talking at the same table, and without us realizing it, suddenly we were talking about our experiences in religious differences. First, Jessie. She said that she came from a family that was very plural in religion. Because in her family, there were people who embraced Catholic like her, and then Islam, and even Buddhists. Of course, this is very fun for her, because at every religious holiday celebration, she can get a religious holiday allowance or gifts from her relatives. Ha ha ha! But no. This is not about material things, because this is about harmony in differences which brings happiness from each religion. Second, Kamemet. At one point, I heard him ask permission to us to pray at certain times of the day. Of course, I was very surprised because previously I only thought that in the Abrahamic religion, we only had in common the father of our religion, namely Abraham. It turns out that I just realized our worship is also similar, just like me who worship every change of time. Then I realized that the way we ask for permission and how we worship is a form of dialogue so that people understand what we are doing, and this forms tolerance. Third, Fanny. She said that her religion is different from the Abrahamic religion, which believes in the concept of monotheism. Her religion has a non-theistic concept. The religion believes that divine's values are contained in the world itself. From this basic and simple story, it opened my eyes wide that there are other very interesting concepts of religions in this world. Whereas so far I only know that all religions must have only one form of figure to be able to pray. From simple dialogues with my own friends, I realized that there were many of our dialogues that form cooperation to achieve harmony. I am a Muslim who studied at Catholic-based university. Of course, I'm a minority here, but instead of feeling isolated, I was really supported, such as being invited to worship during class. There were many places for me to worship, and by the way, there were prayer rooms for all religions. All this harmony certainly comes from the dialogues that I experience, which creates tolerance. Even though I experienced a lot of harmony, it turns out there are still a lot of conflicts based on religious differences. Of course, what happens very often is frictions from the Abrahamic religion. It turns out that freedom of religion and the establishment of harmony are still very big issues today. People are still lacking in being open, creating and accepting dialogue between other religious communities. It's as if they are afraid of the existence of their religions and their faith will be destroyed because they accept other religions. But I think that's very wrong Because if the faith in our heart is strong, we don't need to hesitate to accept and get to know other religions. The way to do is simple. By studying and understanding other religions, also not speculating negatively about the differences between people of other religions, so that we can understand what other religions mean. Moreover, as adherents of the Abrahamic religion, which has many similarities, of course we must prioritize these similarities as brotherhood, not prioritize differences. A big example that has always risen to the surface is hatred of Jewish people. In fact, what we really need to understand is that people who destroy the name of a religion do not come from the nature of teachings of the religions they adhere to, but it comes from greedy human nature. So, I think we have to prevent this hostility between religious communities by teaching the next younger generation to be able to accept many differences, educate and convey the narratives about the religions we follow to our friends and family without vilifying other religions and lowering each other's egos. Teaches that we all as humans have a lot in common. So why should we worry about differences?